Okay, we are live. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Hello, my friends. We are live. All right. I am going to get logged into the computer here. There we go. And home. Okay. All right. Hello. Hi, you guys. Hi, Diane. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Trey. It's the crew. Hello, my friends. All right. So, we have a few things to talk about today that came in. Okay. So, the Winnie the Pooh dies from Spellbinder have arrived, and so we're going to go through that. But first I want to talk a little bit about the Penny Black. Okay. So I put in the newsletter, was that the newsletter that went out, like, did it go out Saturday or Sunday? Do you remember? Saturday, maybe? Okay. Maybe Sunday? Okay. Well, it turns out we don't know. But it was one of those 2 days. And what I put in the newsletter was just some pictures of sample cards so that when you came in, you would get kind of an idea of what was here. And so I have a couple things to chit chat about with this release and with this set of products. Hi, Janice. Okay, so I'm really excited. Let me kind of get the main elements of this one. And there's dies for those stamps as well, okay? So the main elements, this is a tea-related set. And so the main elements is there is a beautiful set of tea sentiments. Come, let us have some tea and continue to talk about happy things. Life is like a cup of tea. It's all in how you make it, you know, so on and so on. You guys can actually read them. They show up pretty good on the screen. And Penny Black has gorgeous stamps. Their sentiment stamps are always really, really popular because they stamp beautifully and they have these mix of fonts that make them really interesting. Okay, so $18.99 on the tea set. Now, let's talk about these. This is why I wanted to send out the samples so that when I showed you guys the stamps, you would have an idea what I was talking about, because this is such a cool, like, set, the way that it works, okay? So you've got these teacups, and they're not just regular teacups. They have this, like, kind of just this beautiful little collage element on each one. And so you can make just cups. You can make them, and there's dies that go with them, and you would want to cut these ones apart because they're attached, and that way you can use just the ones that you want. But we have more die snips. Actually, they should be arriving next week, I think. I'll double check on that, but we have some good ones coming. So anyways, you can just cut out the cups. You could actually stack them and make a cute little wonky set of cups. Or you can do what those samples showed, where you have these really beautiful flowers. And these can go in all kinds of things. They can go in whatever kind of containers you have. It just so happens that they came out, you know, to go with the coffee cups, but they don't necessarily have to only be in the coffee cups or the teacups, I guess. I guess it's probably teacups. Brew tea full. Oh, that's actually funny. So the stamps for the cups are $18.99 and the dies for the cups are $17.99. Okay. And these ones are just, they'd be really easy to color, however. So then what you have is you have two different choices of florals. This one is a tulip. I don't know what any of these other ones are. Maybe a daisy, maybe a, I don't know, generic flower. Easy to watercolor though, because the the space between the petals is so big. So even if you stamped and embossed this, watercoloring, even if you're just like beginning watercoloring, stamp and emboss it first. That gives you that wall for the water to hang out in. And it'll be really easy to watercolor. But what's great about this is these tulips here, they will fit because of the way that the stems are designed. They'll fit inside. Oh, I guess I should use the stamp, not the die. They'll fit inside the stamp here. Let me show you. So you would stamp them separately, and you can, you know, color them separately. But see, they're designed so that you can have a blooming cup of flowers. Isn't that cool? I just think that is so brilliant. And then in that newsletter that I sent out, I also included some samples, or maybe just one sample. I can't quite remember now. But of just the flower, and I think it was the tulip, and it was in like a little hexagon nested frame set. So that being said, I just wanted to explain how these work, because these like mix and match. They can go in the teacups, they can go in a pot die that you have, maybe you have a stamp, because the way that they were designed is, you know, this one just has one stem. So it could go in like a tall skinny vase if you had it. This one just has two. So the base of the flowers, where they kind of start with the, what's the name of that Hawaiian flower? Yeah, the aloha, hibiscus. You're right. I think that does look kind of like one, doesn't it? Because of the centerpiece. I think that's, yeah. So anyways, I just think they're really cool because they can be used on their own. They can be used with the coffee cups, and they can be used with other containers that you have, which is really neat. Because a lot of times, like the florals that we have may or may not be able to be used with some of the other containers because they don't quite fit, but these just don't have stems. They're made to fit your containers. Okay. So, the stamps are all $18.99. So we've got, the teacups, which is Brew Tea Full for $18.99, and the die for that one is $17.99. And then we have Overflowing, and Overflowing is the one that has the tulips. And so we've got $18.99 on the stamps and $17.99 on the dies. And Blooms has the daisies, and that one, oh, they're all the same price. Well, that's fantastic. Blooms is $18.99 and $17.99 on the dies. So actually the bundle of the stamp and the die is really, really well priced. Move the camera out, Shirley, like you want a wider view. Oh, it's going to be asking a lot here. Hold on a minute. How's that? Let me see. Is that better? Hardly. So funny. I hardly moved it at all, and now you guys can see so much more. That's crazy. Okay. It's funny. So, And then I've had a couple people ask about some of the, thank you guys. Do you need me to go through those things again, to show them again? I can. I'll do it at the end anyway. And so I had a couple people ask about some of the frames that were in those samples. And since I had grabbed the samples, because I knew the stamps were here, I will get those frames ordered. I think it was the postage frame, and what was the other one people were kind of curious about?
All the frames in the photos.
All the frames in the photos. Okay, that's...
They still is doing the stems. They still out for the second.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a second shipment coming. Because in one of Donna's winter class, she used a stamp set called Better with Age, and we'd ordered like, it was really popular. I think we ordered like 10 of them, and they only were able to send us a couple. So we have another shipment coming, and so we'll make sure that we have enough of those frames in that shipment. But if you do want them, let me know so I can make sure we get enough, because none of the frames were brand new to the store. So anyway, but we did get this one, which is a really cool one. This one's a really interesting take on the stitched border. So it cuts out mats. So even though they kind of look like it might cut out the frames, they don't, unless you were to, you know, cut out the second one with it, then you would get a frame. But it just cuts out basically a mat, like you can see here, but it like does little stitch marks, and then it does an opening, and a little stitch mark and an opening. So it's kind of a cool way to have a peek through to whatever is your piece underneath. And the Penny Black frames, they don't come out with just sort of just kind of generic frames. Typically they come out with ones that are uniquely, they have like a little unique characteristic to them, and they are absolutely gorgeous. So this one is called Dainty Dashes Stackers. This one is $38.99. So it's a bigger price point, but it definitely is one of those die sets that you will use just all the time, because it's so good. It goes with so many things. And this top, the biggest one is going to be a nice, let me get an actual measurement for you. Okay, so it is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So it'll be perfect on an A2 card with just a little tiny mat around the edge, kind of like what you see here. Okay. And then we also, because I always get asked for music stuff. And like a lot of times the music stuff that comes out for Christmas, which, you know, is great if you're doing holiday stuff, but not that great if you're not. So, I got this one here. This is $14.99. It's just a music cling rubber stamp, though. This one is actually rubber, so it's going to stamp beautifully, and you can create all kinds of backgrounds with that. And if you don't put it on like a stamp block, because it's big, if you just do it with your hand, you know, and kind of curve the stamp a little bit, you'll get just music little sections to work on your collage. All right. Did you guys, okay, so you couldn't see the top before, so let me just show you here real quick. The Cup of Tea sentiment set, and then the Brutiful, well, now, yes, it is a monkey band-aid on my arm. Yes. It's funny. Boring band-aids. Life is short. No boring band-aids. Okay, so that's better for this glare. Okay, so there's your Cup of Tea. There's your Brutiful. This one is Blooms, and this one is Overflowing. Okay, hopefully that is a little bit better. Okay, next up, let's chat about the new Spellbinders release that just came in. So we've got, this is the, so this is the first time that Simple Stories has worked with Spellbinders and had a joint release. So Simple Stories, we have their line coming that is the Classic Pooh. Say Cheese Classic Pooh. That's the name of the line. And it's gonna be funny every time we say it. But I will try not to be a small child. I'll wait till the director gets here and then he can do that. But at any rate, I wanted to show you the fantastic dies that just arrived, okay? So let's talk about this one first, because this one is the one that came in one of our virtual trade shows to make some samples. And so this one here is $18.99. It is called Pooh and Friends Silhouette. It's exactly what you think it is. And it doesn't cut the ends, and so you can make the bottom just as long as you want, which means, my friends, that not only is it great for cards, it will be great in scrapbooks as well, or mini albums, because you can have this edge, you know, cut, and then the paper can go as long as you want this way, or it can go as long as you need it to go down. Now, here's my thought, because I've already kind of thought about this, right? And I was like, okay, well, let's say we want to put it on a 12-inch piece of paper, but we only need the characters once. Decide what side you want the characters on. And then what you'll do is you'll cut this a couple times, okay? So that it goes to the end. And I think that the card they had us do, this is the one I made, is 6 inches. So you probably only have to cut it twice, right? Then this is what I would do. If it's me, I would pick whichever set of characters I didn't want, and I would just take my fussy scissors, my detail scissors, and cut their little legs right here so that the characters disappear, but you just cut it off in such a way that it just looks like grass. So you could actually have this whole thing extend, right, with only 2 passes onto a 12 by 12. I think that would be super awesome. And actually fairly easy to do because, you know, we're all creative here. Okay. So that's the Pooh and Friends silhouette. And then Tess, she made up my other Spellbinders samples, which we will look at on another day. But she played with this one too, because I put this in the bag in case she wanted to make a sample with it. And so she did it with a rainbow background and some splattering. Isn't that awesome? It's just so pretty. And this is actually with a shimmer. So, okay, so there's that one. And then we have Pooh and Piglet. So this is a series of dies, okay? What is this one? Oh, this must be the letter. I was like, what is that? Although that does look a little Harry Potter-esque too, doesn't it? So you get Pooh, you get Piglet, you get some honey pots, a balloon, a little flower, and the note and the pen. This one's $24.99. So you pick a really good Pooh yellow, and it will be a breeze to put this one together. You won't have to ink anything because, I mean, unless you want to give him a little, you know, a little age or something like that. So that's Pooh and Piglet. And then we have Tigger and Eeyore. So all the characters are available in this one. I mean, look at Eeyore. Isn't that so cute? And this one is $24.99 too. And just because of the way that they did Tigger, he'll be easy to put together because the stripes are sort of built into just the one layer. So it shouldn't be too crazy as far as that's concerned. Okay. And then there is the honey pot, Pooh's honey pot. So you guys, this is a nice big honey pot. Let's see, it's about 2 3/8 inches tall, so just under 2.5. and like just under 2¼ inches wide. And you know what's funny is we were just talking about pots, and I bet you that you could actually use this one if you didn't want to make it into like a Pooh themed kind of a thing. You could use this pot and put flowers in it, the flowers from Penny Black. That would be a really pretty one because you could do all kinds of different designs on that because you've got a lot of space. But if you want to turn it into a honey pot, there's that. And it was sized so that you can stick Pooh in the honey. Okay, I heard him giggling over there. So, and then the honey, just so you guys, so this all comes together. The honey on his hand comes from this die set here, okay? And the honey pot is $18.99. All right, and let's see. Oh, and that one has the bees as well. All right, there is this. I'm trying to just make sure I've got everything here. Let me. Okay, so before I go on, I also wanted to tell you that there is, with these 3 dies here, there is a bundle. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So there's some savings involved if you get all 3 of these, and the bundle price on this one is $58.62. Okay. So there's like a 10%, I think is what it is usually. So it's $24.99 for Eeyore and Tigger, $24.99 for Piglet and Pooh, $18.99 for the honey pot. But in essence, just quick math, you save around $10. Oh, actually, it might even be, yeah. So what do you got? 25 and 25 is 50. This is $69. Oh, yeah. So it's actually maybe more like 20%. It's pretty good. Okay, so that is the classic Pooh die bundle. All right, then we have the other dies in this collection. So I'm going to come back to this one because this one actually is really cool whether you're into Winnie the Pooh or not, but it goes with something else. So I want to show you guys that in just a few minutes. But this alphabet set is called Pooh's Alphabet, Numbers, and More. And it's $29.99, but you get like all of the alphabet, the numbers, and more. Thus, it's in the name. But you guys, it's really, really a cute alphabet. It's different than other alphabets out there, so it'll be good. It's a good size if you want to do like a dramatic something on a card.
How different is it?
Well, I mean, it's just a different font.
Is it extra leather or something?
It's a different font. It's cute like Winnie the Pooh. I don't know. It's not angular. Is that a thing? Angular font? It's not scripty. It's, yeah.
It's made for Pooh.
It's made for Pooh. All right. So at any rate, so there's that one. Let me grab this. And I know some of you guys have already gotten a chance to look at this, but in the catalog, they have some really cute samples. We haven't gotten anything made up yet sample wise because literally these just walked in the door, but you can see how like it's designed. They picked a font that was supposed to be Pooh-esque feeling. Is that a thing? I don't know. Does Pooh have a font? Yeah. I don't know. This description isn't going well. Okay. So, and then we have some other sample cards here for you guys to kind of take a look at. And that's him writing his little letter. Okay. So next up, for my Better Press fans, I wanted to show you guys the press plates. So these 2 images right here, these ones are taken directly from the book. And so you have Pooh strolling on a path, and then you have them looking over the fence at the riverbed. He's dying over there. He is dying. I feel like yeah. Anyway, okay, so these are for people doing better press or hot foiling. Okay, so if you don't have either of those systems, then the ones in dark blue packaging, that's how Spellbinders differentiates. Then those ones are not ones that you want. Okay, and then there's also a sentiment set. And so it has some Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. Let me just go Winnie the Pooh sentiments. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So with our kit, they actually sent us the sentiments foiled. But a lot of people that have been doing both better press and hot foiling have said that these better press plates hot foil like a dream, and I have to admit that I've had really, really good luck with those as well. If you have a hot foil system, then you can also do that and you'll get really good results. Okay, so the picture one is $24.99, and the sentiments, which also comes with a die, is $26.99, and there's a lot of good ones in there. Now, back to the one that I was going to come back to. So this guy, this little Polaroid here, is perfectly sized so that you can use it. Excuse me, we're live now. Is perfectly sized so that you can use it with the Better Press images to make cute little pictures. Okay. And that's just kind of how they designed that one. And so that's like what you see being featured here. I don't know if, and, oh, not here. You don't see the Polaroid featured here, but you do see Better Press. Okay. So there's that. One more thing. They did a playing cards release. And so the best die that I thought was the most usable of these, because I think it could be really fun to add little playing card elements to your projects. This is called Pip and Rank. What's a pip? All you did was snap your fingers and move your hips.
Pip.
That's Pip?
Yep.
I don't know. But anyways, so you guys, you've got all of the numbers that would go, the numbers and letters that would go on card suits, and you have the suits, and this one's only $6.99. So it's a pretty good buy for that. Okay.
So much,
I didn't put this in the news. I didn't put this on Facebook.
So many things.
Okay. So, you guys, I got to see if this is going to fit in the whole screen. So, you know we love vintage ephemeras. And, oh, it kind of does. Kind of. I might have to pull it up just a little bit. Hold on. I just don't want it to be showing my...
Oops.
I got my pajama pants on.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now it's all crooked.
It's because you're crooked.
No, it's good. Before you moved it, now it'll be crooked.
Okay.
All right.
Well, don't touch it.
Okay. So we have these really cool, they're from the 1960s. These were used in the school classroom. Pip is the suit of a card. Oh!
Not Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Not Gladys Knight and the Pips. That's what you were doing. You were being a Pip. Oh! Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard that. That's funny. Okay. Thanks, Lori. Okay, so these are 1960s vowel cards for schools. And they are so fantastic. They've got beautiful artwork. And it's just, I don't know, they're just awesome for display. Okay. So what we did over the weekend is I actually took some of this heavyweight black chipboard that we have. And these guys, because these guys are I already had a ruler, but I guess I didn't have a ruler long enough. These guys are 14 inches by 11 inches, okay? So I wanted to create a stand for these, and our heavyweight chipboard is 12 by 12. So what I ended up doing is cutting it down to 11 inches tall, maybe a smidge less than that so that it didn't stick out the top. And then I cut 2 just shy of 1 inch strips. I put everything on, I will show them, Lori, I will. I put everything on with repositionable adhesive. That way it gets permanent when it sets for a while, but that way I would be able to get the stand off eventually if I wanted to. But you guys, it is holding really, really well. And then what I did is we decided after engineering this, my initial cut was 2 inch by 8 inch strips here for the back, for the stand. But 2 inches is not quite wide enough for how tall this is, leaning back with my angle. So we ended up cutting 3 inches. 3 inches is the right width. And then what I did is I just cut, if you guys can see this, I just cut an angle into one of them. And then I used the Tim Holtz, what is that, the serrated? Are they not serrated?
The shears.
What's the word?
Serrated.
Serrated. Serrated is something completely different.
A lot.
Yeah. And so I used the what did you just say?
Serrated.
Serrated edged Tim Holtz scissors, and it will cut through this chipboard no problem. So I just cut the angle in one and then lined up the other 3, cut the angle in that using that one as a template, and I just glued them on with glue. And you guys, it stands up beautifully. So really, really easy to make a quick and easy display piece.
Why don't you go grab the rest of them, and I'll just show
Okay,
them a couple
you want to
that I
show?
happen to. So we have a few here to show, but what we're going to talk about, we're going to act like this is like 1960s school here. So, the sound oi, as in boy, toy, and Roy. Oi.
So,
Oi.
that oi?
Oi.
Oh, do you want me to repeat it?
Yeah, you should.
I was just wondering, is
Here's
that
another one. I
oi
like
or
this
Roy?
one here. This is O-E as in O.
Oh.
O as in ho, toe, and dough. O.
Oh.
O-E, O.
Oh.
O.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Then we have
Ew.
ew, as in screw, few, and new.
Are you guys saying these along with us?
Ew,
Are you guys also learning your vowels?
ew.
Ew.
There we go. Ew,
Ew.
ew,
Not ew.
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 And for all the pirates out there, we have R,
R.
as in star,
Star.
car,
Car.
and dot. That's a harder A-R. Dot.
Dart.
Say it with me. R.
Car.
No. R.
Dart.
R.
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 There you go. All right. You come show the rest that you have.
You show them. You're doing a really good job.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
I need tea. Get over here.
No. You do it.
No, what's
You
it?
do it. You're doing a fantastic job.
I'm not doing a fantastic
Yes,
job.
you are.
I need my tea.
They're all talking with us.
O. O.
Oh. Oh.
A hard O as in clock, top, and box.
Ah.
O.
It's not O.
Ah.
Yeah.
O.
No.
E.
It can't be O.
Ah.
Otherwise it would be cloak.
Clock. Ah.
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 Aha. Okay.
Box.
We got double E.
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 Yeah.
Tree.
Tree. Beat.
And
Needle.
needle. E. E. One more. E. There we go. You're doing
Shall we
well.
keep going?
You are doing great. Ooh.
Ooh.
Spoon.
Spoon.
Boot. Moon. Right. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Like ooh punisher. Ooh.
Oh my god.
So those are name a few. All right, you can show the rest of these. There you go.
All right. Okay, so we'll go through the others quickly. Now that you guys have you learned your vowels? We apparently had to learn how to pronounce the letter O. So we have the kite, we have a bird, we have cat, shoes. Apparently OE only has 2 words they could come up with. Shoe and canoe. What else rhymes with shoe and canoe?
Gary Gnu.
Gnu?
Gary Gnu. You remember Gary Gnu?
Gary Gnu?
He said, what's Gary Gnu when I visit?
Okay, well, I don't think they put proper names in here. Oh, they did. Yeah, they did, because they put Roy.
Roy?
Yeah. All right, so guys, what else rhymes with shoe and canoe?
Glue.
Oh, glue. But, oh, it doesn't have the vowels. Yeah. Chair, we've got horse, we have eagle. Oh, somebody was looking for this in a stamp, but I don't think that'll help. House, blue, well, that one's pretty boring. Blue. And there's your glue, by the way. Bell, tube, ooh, this one has a really nice age on it. Table, church, umbrella, coat, pail, pill, cow, and swing. Toe. Oh, wait. Yeah, toe. Oh, yeah. I think, okay, so now the trick is, let's see if we can figure out what else could be with shoe and canoe that they couldn't figure out in the 1960s with the OE that rhymes with those, because they only put 2 on that one. Okay, so anyways, so we have those now available, packed up and ready for sale if you want to have a little fun with that. Okay, next. This is the last thing that I wanted to show you guys. All right. So, in the newsletter that I just sent out this afternoon, now this is really far up, so let's see. Okay. I talked about the new metallic ink pads that are coming from Lisa Horton. And you guys, these are gorgeous. So I have 2 of the colors. There's 10 colors in total. These are the same type of ink that was the limited edition metallic ink pads. We just got more boxes of these guys in as well. So if you've been waiting for these to come in, they're here now. Yay. And so this one, these guys, it has solid gold, copper pot, and silver shine. So those are the 3 in the limited edition. These only come in the limited edition. And I just got word that the re-inkers will be available very soon. So we have like 20 sets of the re-inkers on order. I'm not entirely sure when they're shipping, but I want to make sure that we snag the ones that you need. So that information is in the newsletter. If you got these already and you need the re-inkers, the set of re-inkers will be coming, and they're $23.99, I believe, from memory. Okay, but there are 10 new colors. I'm gonna grab some. Oh, fudge! I took the black paper home with me. I'm just looking for some paper over here. Don't mind me. Okay. Okay, So we had this really fun class with Lisa this morning, and it uses we used a new set of embossing folders that I can't show you guys yet, but I can in a couple days. But it is a really, really beautiful set. So some of our samples came with those. I'm trying to get word if I can show you the samples, because that would be fun, because we did them on those folders. But at any rate, so I wanted to show you guys though just how gorgeous these are on I couldn't find a black over there, so you'll just have to bear with me. And these metallics here, they need to dry for the shine to really come out. And they'll dry, but look at this. Can you see? I mean, it's like insane, you guys. And so the limited edition ones that is the Silver Shine, the Solid Gold, and the Copper Pot. These are some of the shiniest metallic inks. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about these, because one of the things that is amazing about these inks, as well as the interference inks, is that these are designed to be played with, okay? So they stamp well on white. They tend to show up pretty well on white. They don't show up very well on black for stamping. However, that wasn't their main purpose. They are meant to be a blendable ink, and they are so pretty and blendable. They're meant to be water reactive, so you could do the smushing technique with them if you want to. I'm just grabbing, okay. Brooklyn, there was a folded card over here. Did you just throw that one away, you little stinker? I just put it there this morning. It was a folded card base. All right. Let me, hold on. I'm just grabbing some paper here so we can have a play. I need some white cardstock. You moved a bunch of stuff while I wasn't looking. Bubs, you. And so okay. All right, so these now are dry, and you can see, I mean, even on like the navy, right? That blue, you guys, it is amazing. So what I want to do is I just grabbed a stencil here real quick and kind of show you, because I have, I didn't wash my brushes from this morning. So I probably should get some tape. I feel woefully unprepared here. Hold on a minute. Okay. All right, so let's, you know what? Let me turn this over. This is not going to be a perfect sample, but I think that it will get us where we need to go. Okay. Oh, did you guys notice I put the wrong lids on the wrong colors? Ah, chaos, chaos. All right. Okay. All right, I think this is a Lawn Fawn stencil, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, well, it says Lawn Fawn down in the, down in the bottom here. So I think I picked a pretty hard stencil, but that's okay. You guys will get the idea. I want to kind of give you some ideas of what these look like on both colors. Now, I didn't try to blend them earlier today. I did not try to blend them on the black. So this will be interesting to see. Okay. You're like, what are you doing, Brooke? I don't know. Just having a play. So I'm just doing a little bit. I've got the green one. I've got a green with kind of a space in the middle. Oops. I don't know. And then I'm going to do an all blue one so that we can see. But, okay, so what we learned about this morning is that they're designed to be very blendable. The first color of ink that you put down on the paper is going to be the one that kind of colors the paper. And then the next color that you put over the top of it will be, will glide a little bit more. Okay. So, that's why you might see it's going on a little bit, what am I trying to say? Not smooth. I don't know what words I'm trying to say. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here and talk at the same time. So, sometimes it can be difficult. Yeah, it really would. And today what we did actually is we just made it with circles. So, but I couldn't find my circle thing that I used this morning because, you know. Okay, so then we came back in with the green and just kind of blended it with that blue. And that's where they start to blend. So once you get a layer down, then the blending tends to work a little bit kind of like, you know, how the oxides are really easy to blend. That's where the blending starts to work. Once the first bit of paper gets saturated with the ink, then the mica and the colors can sit on top. So I'm just going to do the 3 stripes here because I have also quite possibly the smallest brushes to do this with. But I want to show you guys. So this is still drying, mind you, but let me see. If you can you see how much shine is in that ink just from the brushes? Okay, so it is amazing how much transfer, and you can see it feels like it's actually even coming out more. And look at how beautifully those colors blended. So in one of the videos that I showed you, or that I put in the newsletter, it shows her doing flowers, and she does like a pink and a yellow, and then when they blend, they go into orange. So I also wanted to show you guys here just how the stenciling worked on the darker color, because it also has a lot of shine, and actually you still get to see quite a bit of that color, which is one of the things that makes these metallics unique, is that they're so bold and they're really lustery, shiny, but they blend. They're designed to blend really well. They also can be used, like, I don't have a mat down here on the table in front of me, but you can smush them, spray them with water, and do a lot of those same distress techniques that you're used to, because they react with water as well. So there are 10 gorgeous colors, and we do have a number of sets coming. So I think you guys are going to love, love, love playing with these. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for them all to show up. So that that is available. That just went out today. if you need if you missed getting the limited edition 3-pack of the metallics because we couldn't get enough in stock in December, then we just were able to get more in today. So that one has the, oops, probably should go like so. That one has the silver, the solid gold, and the copper pot. And I know a lot of you guys already have this, so re-inkers are coming. Please let me know if you want me to save those for you. Okay, so that is, I know, the shimmer on these, you guys, and look, it's like, I feel like as it's drying, it's even getting better. Oh my gosh, it's stunning. So pretty. Wow. Okay, so that's that. Okay. All right, friends, we're going to do a quick wrap up, and then that will be it. Alrighty. So, from Penny Black, do I need to pull the thing up again? I think. Tiffany, they are water reactive, so you can actually do a lot of the things you can do with the Stress Ink. You can do the smush technique. You can do, they call it like a faux bleaching, where you spray it with water and then remove it with a paper towel. You can do that with them, and you'll get the shimmer. So they're really, really a fun, interactive ink. And as soon as we have a handle on the stock, we'll probably have some classes where we start using them, okay? Because they are pretty much amazing. Okay. All right. So from Penny Black, we have Cup of Tea, and the stamp sets are $18.99. This one has all of our tea sentiments. We have two different, oh, let's go with the cup first. We have Brew Tea Full. Stamp is $18.99, and the die is $17.99. And then to go into the coffee cups, if you so desire, or to be used on their own, we have Blooms, which is $18.99, and the die, which is $17.99. And then we have Overflowing, $18.99 and $17.99. And those can go really well into the coffee teacups, or you can use them with other containers that you might have, including Pooh's Honey Pot. Okay, so then the Winnie the Pooh collection of dies from Spellbinders just came in. This is the one that coordinates with the classic Pooh line that's coming from Simple Stories. So we have Pooh and Piglet, it's $24.99. We have Tigger and Eeyore, that's $24.99. And we have Pooh's Honey Pot, $18.99. So those three dies, you can get them separately, or if you want the Winnie the Pooh bundle, it's $58.62. So I think when I did the math before, it was like $69 for all three. So if you get the bundle, there's a pretty good savings involved in that. And then we have, this one is Pooh and Friends Silhouette. This one I think is going to be really, really popular. It's $18.99. It's so fun and easy because you can do backgrounds and then you have a gorgeous silhouette that's really fun and super detailed. And you guys, those new metallic inks, oh my gosh, they would look gorgeous if you added that in with this. Oh, stunning. Okay, so that's the silhouette. And then we have, we have the alphabet, numbers, and more. And so this is the Pooh-esque alphabet style. Okay, $29.99. I think it's actually the font that they used in the logo of the Winnie the Pooh. So it'll go well, really well with the release. And then we have the memory frames, which can go great with the Winnie the Pooh stuff or on their own. It's a really nice little Polaroid $18.99 on that one. And then for those of you guys that are into the better press, we have the Friendly Moments press plates. These are $24.99. And the Silly Old Bear Sentiments, which is $26.99 because that one has a die. And both of these can be foiled. Although I don't know how that one would look foiled, but it's probably going to be stunning. From Spellbinders, we also got the Pip and Rank. And this guy is $6.99. So it's just a little die, but it's going to be great if you need stuff for playing card themes. Also from Penny Black, we have the Music Stamp Cling Rubber, $14.99. And then we have this one, which is called Dainty Dashes Stackers. This one is $38.99. And this one, the Penny Black nesting ones, they're always a little bit more, but they are a little bit unique and different than what is out there already. So this one is kind of like a dashed rectangle, but it has these little openings for that cut out a little peek through in the frame. So they're really, really pretty. Okay, then we have the vintage things we talked about, and these guys are back in stock. So the limited edition 3-pack from Lisa Horton. The inks are here. The re-inkers are on pre-order. And Janice, I will put you on my list for those re-inkers. And then, you guys, the metallic pigment inks are on their way. These actually have already shipped. So you can pick and choose your colors if you want to, or you can get the whole bundle, and they are just stunning, absolutely stunning, and they blend beautifully. So, you guys, that's what I have to talk to you about. That is what came in over the last couple days, and I have a couple of projects to finish, so if I can get them finished up, I might have more to show you tomorrow that you haven't seen yet. All right, you guys, have a wonderful night, and we will talk to you all soon. Bye.